Razabanit for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to have with me none other, Mr. Sheeraz himself. Hamzah, how are we doing?
All good, man, yourself?
If I'm honest, I'm cold.
Same, man. So it's freezing in here, isn't it?
I said to Sam Noakes, went to the toilet, and I hope they got hot water. I just wanted to wash my hands just to get a bit of heating, but hey ho, we're singling. What can we say? How are we doing? How's training camp been over the last couple of months?
Yeah, London, it's been good. It's been good. I've been over in England now for 3 weeks, just acclimatised and just doing the final bits of preparation, ready for fight night.
I know sometimes when you move trainers, it doesn't happen straight away, meaning, you know, Ricky's probably teaching you stuff that it's going to take you time to adapt to, and it takes a number of fights. Are you finally starting to gel? Are you finally starting to see those improvements in your game now?
Yeah, no, I said what you just said. I said that exactly when I come back from our first camp with Ricky. Everyone's like, "Oh, you got a new coach, this, that, the other. Is there going to be a new you?" But the truth of the matter is, like you said, you're still gelling. So it's going to take, I think, like a good 4 or 5 camps with Ricky. Inshallah, I'll get that far. But yeah, it's been good, man. It's been very well. This camp, the second camp, has run a lot smoother than the first one did, and it was just like everything's been good. All the wheels are in motion now, and like I said, we're ready to go and put on a big performance.
How do you find that climatization going to America? I know the weather's a lot better in LA, and then coming back here. How are you finding adapting to that?
You know what, the time going there is fine. Coming back here, the time change, mad. It was crazy, man. It took me a good week to get back. Like, my head was all over the place. Obviously, we're still getting our sessions done and everything, but oh man, it was hard. But listen, now I'm fully, like, I'm okay now. But this, like you said, this cold is just something else today, isn't it?
How's the weight? I've always, as I followed your career, you're quite big for the weight. You're quite tall. You're young, and your body's still adapting. Your body's still changing. Are you comfortable at 154?
Yeah, I'm comfortable at 154. Obviously, it does not get any easier. Like, it's common sense. I'm getting bigger. I'm getting stronger. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, but obviously I still make it. And the day that I really struggle to make it, I think I'll definitely make the move to 160. But as for now, 154 is definitely where I'm going to be staying at.
Bradley Skeete, Saturday night is your opponent. I think a lot of people were looking at this saying, wow, this is a live opponent. We're really gonna see how good Hamzah Sheeraz is. He's been a British champion before. I've spoken to Bradley, not particularly about this fight, but I have spoken to him the last couple of months, and he feels like this is the second coming of Bradley Skeete. Would you say the toughest test of your career so far?
Yeah, 100%. It 100% is. Listen, experience-wise, he's had more knockouts than I've had fights. And how you got to look at it as well is, listen, this is his last opportunity. Like, that's the truth. It's the last opportunity. He's going to come the best version of him that I'm expecting, that I think we've ever seen. So listen, it will be my best versus his best, and hopefully, inshallah, I'll get the job done.
I think this time last year, almost exactly to the day, I think it was the 5th of December, there were no crowds. It was quiet. But listen, we know you bring a whole army out. I'm not sure how many hundreds or thousands of tickets you've sold, but looking forward to bringing out the fans and finally showcasing your skills in front of the fans. Yeah,
inshallah, 100%. My last one was the first one back with crowds, but there was still a few restrictions in place. This one was a first open one, and you know what, I'm looking forward to it, man. And like I said, I just can't wait to get in there now. Like, obviously you've got to do all these interviews yet and everything, but I just want to get in there, man, because I've seen loads of like comments on social media. It's a 50-50 fight. His experience is going to be too much, and it's kind of like got me up for it a bit more, because you know when you fight people who you're expected to beat, there's no buzz to it. There's no questions and this, that, the other. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am.
What happens on Saturday night?
I'll get the win, and inshallah I'll get it in devastating fashion.
Okay, Hamzah, wish you all the best on Saturday night. Before I let you go, I just want to get a couple of your thoughts on a couple of other topics in boxing. Obviously, just announced about an hour ago, we all anticipated it, Amir Khan, Kell Brook. A lot of people say it's 5, 6, 7 years too late. Is it going to be an exciting fight?
You know what, everyone's saying it's too late, but everyone's still going to tune in. That's the truth, and everyone's still going to tune in. It obviously is, but at the end of the day, they've called it Judgment. It is called Judgment Day, and I think that's a perfect name for both, because it is for both of them, innit? Do you know what I mean? They've been having needle for their careers from the start to the end, and now obviously it's here, and I'm looking forward. It's going to be a great fight for the fans as well, and hopefully I'll be there as well. But my prediction for that fight, I'm going for a Khan points win. I'm going for just domination, and I think he should win it on points.
I think he goes 12 rounds.
Yeah. You know what? Kell Brook's got the eye injury. I don't think Khan has the GGG power that it takes to completely stop a man like that. But he definitely has the speed and the work rate and everything to win a 12-round points win. So that's what I'm going for.
Hamzah, I've noticed over the last kind of 2-3 years the rise of Asian, especially Pakistani boxers in boxing. Obviously, yourself, you've come from a town not too far away from myself. We had the Azim brothers last week. We've got Kash Farouk, obviously in Scotland, doing unbelievable. Your cousin Amir. So many Asian Pakistani boxers on the rise. Now, what's that down to?
There's loads, man. Obviously, there's loads. You've got Akib Fiaz from Manchester as well. Do you know what it is? I think it is definitely obviously Khan was the first one in boxing to make it at a level. But there's so many now. I think the parents are becoming more accepting of it, and they understand that. I think they're seeing the benefits of it. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, we're not getting any younger at the end of the day, and parents are getting a lot more wiser and a lot more. What's the word? With today's society, basically up to date with today's society. And yeah, it's good, man. It's all the benefit. I done an interview the other day, and I was saying that inshallah I get to the top. I'd love to help Asians in boxing, but obviously the main aim is for a bunch of us to get to the top together first, and then we'll see where we go from there, inshallah.
Well, Hamzah, I am freezing my nuts off, and I'm sure you are as well. And there's a queue of people behind me, so we'll catch up with you, obviously, rest of the fight. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, man.
Hamzah Sheeraz for IFL TV. Thank you very much.